kind of a rainy night. Didn't really think anything was gonna move. We got, oh, this is a tiny one. We gotta let him go. That's a tiny little one. You gotta be let go. MB550s are one on the other end too. Probably not. We'll have to drag him out and let him go, otherwise he's gonna get caught on that other side. And let you go and you get back in your den. Runt. I'm at this spot on the river, just following some tracks here. Got all the banks all frozen up. I've had all my sets pulled here for a long time. Let's get for a walk. Got all these holes here. Imagine there's old bank dens from the beavers, but right here you've got a mink toilet. And then there's all these holes, and then there's more mink sign. You got a hole right there, so wouldn't be bad to set up that hole. I think that's mink. Gotta be mink because it's so small, but he's got all the scales in it like a otter would have. Mink's just a smaller otter. We'll follow tracks for a while. Another hole in the bank right there. But again, this is something that I can't get to all the time, so didn't make it hard to check. Could probably get a mink out of here though. Back here along the river, we need snow here so I can see what I'm looking at, but this looks like otter sign. See where the mud and the depression like sliding on his belly. Ooh. I thought we had a hair, but it's a piece of grass. And coming through here. But it's so melted out, it's hard to find any sign. There's a mink trail right over there. There used to be an otter toilet right here. Right in here somewhere, but I haven't really seen it. I'd like to find some spots or sets. It's gonna get too cold this week, but the season goes for a while yet. This looks more ottery right here. The depressions, like their belly sliding a little bit. I had a set right here earlier this year for a 330 because this is where I caught one 2 years ago. You can see stuff's coming in here, but there's no real place where they're going over. They probably just jump on their belly and slide down that ice. Yeah, right here's where I had my sticks to guide them in, right here. So I mean, I could bring a spud down and chop a spot out, but then when the river comes up, it'll just freeze back in place. It's tough to find a spot. I'm hoping to find some sign on this beach up here. That's where I've always seen sign, but it's so long since the last snow that everything's melted out. It's hard to tell the difference even between a deer track and any kind of track. So keep checking it out. My beaver spot from earlier in the year. You can see there's water under there, but no real reason to go in and out. I know the otters like to go in there. A few tracks out here. You got some mud up on the ice. Something's probably taken out. Beavers, could be otters too. But I could, last year I came in, when I saw there was going to be warm water, I came out with my spud and I took, like huge chunks out of here and opened up this channel for them to come through. And then we had the water came up and it got really cold and it broke up my whole entire trap. I didn't get my trap out till late spring. My H-stand was all bent and twisted up and trap was all messed up. So, kind of interesting. If we get really cold, which this year it hasn't at all, but when we get really cold, this freezes up. Once it freezes up, the coyotes will start to run this. That's what I wanted to do this year, was when the river froze up, maybe make an ice anchor system or something and put one on the ice. I see they just come here and they run this, and they will probably in February. So we're probably supposed to get down to 0. I don't know that that the river will freeze over, and then you always got to be super careful anyway. But if you can get out, it'd be easy to make like a cubby set and use hay up on top of the ice. I could figure out a way to anchor something down below the ice just to hold them there, but I've wanted to do that.